Hi everyone, welcome to my channel ICT Active Learners. Today I'm here to explain Cambridge IGCSE ICT 2023 February March Paper 2 Database Part. So here it says that students at the Tawara High School are placed in one of the four groups which are called houses, and these houses are mentioned here: Jupiter, Mars, Neptune, and Saturn. So, you are going to prepare some reports based on school test. So, using a suitable database software, import the file m23test.csv. So, we will open here the Access database. We'll create a blank database with the name called Feb 2023, and I will select the location to place this document. So I have already a folder on desktop, and I will just save my database over there. It's done. After you create the database, there will be a table. So you just close this one and start importing the file called M23test. But do not import the field English. So get external data, text file, then go to the desktop. So you need to import the file called test. So we'll just click on next, and then first row contains field name, and then we just simply click on next, and then we should click on advanced as well to check the data types. So we start with all the data types, like the first all of them are text, then math is number, English is non-integer number, computer science and everything is numbers. So I have selected only numbers here. That's great. And then after, what we need to do is we just simply click on OK, and then we should not include the field as I mentioned English. So we need to check on it now. So simple is that, just click on English and do not import field skip. Next. So just cross check if it is here. Okay. And then after, you can just simply choose the primary key called registration. So this is going to be our primary key. Next. And let's click on finish and close. The file is imported and there is no such field called English. Fine. Then after, all should be 0 decimal places. The fields called math, computer science, design, technology and science. So math decimal places 0, science decimal places 0, then technology is 0, and then science only should be 0. Save, and let's move to the next step. You need to have the evidence of showing the field names and data types and primary key of this table. So that's how it should be. You just take a screenshot of it and then place it into evidence document as step 18. Now step 19, import the file mhouses.csv as a new table. So we need to import one more file called houses. So here it is. Then it should be set the house code field as a primary key. So next, house code is going to be the primary key. next and finish. The table is imported, and then another file called M23 staff to identify the most appropriate field to use as a primary key. So we need to import one more file called staff. Next, modify first row contains field name next, and choose the primary key. So we should choose the primary key. I think, yeah, class code is going to be the primary key. Next, finish. The table is imported, and now you have to have the screenshot of the tables, both of these tables. So just simply we can right click on this table, take a screenshot of it, and include it here as step number 19, and then as well as for houses, you just take a screenshot, yeah, and we'll include it here as evidence for 19. The next step is to move forward with edit the following record in the test table. So here is the test table, table view, and we should, the class code, registration code is 2016_2019. So let me search it here. It's here, and I need to change the class code. So the class code, we need to change it to, as they mention, a change from 6B to 6T. It should be 6T now. Save, and then we need to create one-to-many relationship. So close the table, database tools, relationship, include 3 tables here, and then start creating relationship between class code of the primary key field of the staff table to the class code. So primary key of the staff table to the class code. Okay, to the class code. Enforce referential integrity, one-to-many relationship, and then houses table, primary key to the house code. So house code to the house code. Cancel this one. House code to the house code. Let me just enforce the referential integrity. So this will remain here. And now what we need to do is we need to have the relationship screenshot as well, just like that, and include it here into your evidence document for step 21. That's great. Now, so far everything is fine. Now we need to produce tabular reports where from all the tables. So whenever they ask you to create a report, you should have to create a query first. So I will select the query wizard, or I can even select the query design. Okay, and I include these 3 tables here, and then they ask me to show only the fields, family name. So you will include here the field called family name, then after gender, then after you need to include the teacher's name in the same order. I'm selecting science subject, yeah, then we need math here, then computer science, then design and technology, and then I will move towards house name, it's here, and then we'll include something called class code. So class code is here, and then that's it. And then we should not group the data. But here they said the gender they want female only. So we just type here F, female, then science 80 or more. So greater than or equal to 80. And then they ask us class code contains 6. So class code contains 6. So you can just simply say 6 and then a star. Save a query 1, or I will call it query for step 22, and run. So 6 whatever, female, and then science is greater than 80. And then they ask you to sort the data into ascending order. So design view, sort the data into ascending order of teacher name. So sort into ascending, and then descending order of science. That's all. And now they said calculate the number. So we'll start creating the report now. Save, click on query, and start creating a report by using wizard. So they are already according to the order. Next, no grouping of data, ascending, descending is done. And here did they mention? Yes, it should be in the landscape orientation. Next, and then the title must be this one, STEM Science Class for 2024. That's it. And then just click on finish, and let's see how it will look like. So if some data is not visible, click on layout and try to adjust it. For example, right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to adjust the width of each column, including the label and data, so they are fully visible when the report is printed. If you did not change them, then you will lose some mark. So make sure it is done while you are producing a report. So all the data is now fully visible. Yes, as you can see, if anything is missing, make sure you just arrange them so all the data is fully visible. Right. Next step, they ask us to do what? Calculate the number of students and place this at the end of the report. No problem, we'll just simply click on any of the field here. For example, this one, right click, and we will count them. Count the records, scroll down, they are here, and now we should have a label to the left of this value called new science group. Copy this one and right click, set a caption, and change the caption to the required label as they mentioned. As you can see, it's not visible, so you just move it around or just make it like that. Fine. And here they ask you to do what? Display your name. Center number, candidate number in the footer, so it appear in the same position on every page. So right click, design view, we have here page footer. So in the page footer, we will include a label with our name, then our center number, and our candidate number. Now right click and print preview it so that you will get all these details on every single page. So if it is 2 pages, you will get the information there. Right. That's all from this report, and we need to take a screenshot of showing the database formula. So right click, design view, and you can take the screenshot of this formula. and place it into your evidence document for step 22. That's all from this report. Moving forward to the next report now. As they mention here, using field from all the table, produce a tabular report. Right. We'll close this one, yeah, and then we'll create a query again, and it should include gender. Now we begin again, gender, then we should have the family name, then we should have the given name. The same order I'm moving, house name. So house name we can just simply get from here. And then we need math, computer science. Here is math, then computer science, and then we have teacher's name, then we need in this order, do not group the data, right, but we need the class code 5C. We don't have the class code here, but we should include here the class code, and the class code should be 5C only. And then house name is Mars. So here we just simply say Mars. That's it. Save and run. Oh, that's a query for step number 23. Save and run. So 5C and we have Mars. Click here and uncheck this one as we don't need this one. Okay, so is there anything called house name and class code? Okay, that's what they ask us to do. And then after it says that you need to sort this into ascending order of gender. So ascending order of gender, and then ascending order of family name as well. Save, close, and click on this report to produce query to produce a report. Next, sending descending is done, and it should be a portrait. Next, and the label and the title should be Year 5 test report for Mars. Finish. This is how it will look like. Again, you go to the layout view to adjust so that you can see all the field names and the data clearly. If the field names are not clearly mentioned or they are not displayed clearly, then they definitely reduce mark for it. Then these ones, okay, that's all. And then after, what we need to do is we need to calculate the average math mark. So just simply click here, right click, total and average, and then we should say that should be 0 decimal places. So this one we just right click, or we can just simply reduce the size of it. It is being now 0 decimal place, and with a label to the left, average math score. Right click, set a caption like that. That's it. And then after, we should include our center name and candidate number. So right click, design view. Now design, get a label, and just place the name and center number, candidate number here. So we'll mention here name, center number, and candidate number. That's all. And we need to take the screenshot of the formula here. So we just simply screenshot of it, and that included here for step number 23. That's all. Save, and next step is to print the report. We'll do that. And now we need to export the report created at step 23 in a PDF format, and we called it year 5. So close, yes, click on this report, right click and export to a PDF, and you should name it what they mention into your folder, and that's all. The report is published, and now you need to take a screenshot of it, that it is being saved into your folder. So here it is, and that's evidence 10. So I have 2 evidences, one is required. Save, and then after you are done with this type with the database part of this question paper, and task 4 is for you to print the evidence document. So hope you have learned how to deal with the database, and you can apply this skill while you are having the Cambridge exam. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe the channel for more videos and updates.